Hello watch fans, this is Anders here on Watch On channel. Today the full review of the very first Mido, this Swiss brand which is owned by Swatch Group, in my collection ever. I've owned this watch for a couple of weeks and I've tested it, tried it, and I'm ready to give you the full honest review of this watch. And before we get into the review, if you haven't seen my full review of the final version of the DRAKEN KRUGER sports chronograph here, you can click the link down in the description or up in the right hand corner now. Really cool micro brand. So it comes encased in this cardboard outer part here. Then inside you find this, well, it's supposed to look like wood, but I believe this isn't wood. I definitely believe this is kind of a maybe plastic, or even if it is wood, it's kind of a lacquered wood. It's a nice box, looks good. I really like the black and orange look of the box. And why not just open the box and see the watch? I of course just put the warranty card over, 2 years warranty. Again, I bought this watch from a authorized dealer of Mido watches. And here we have the watch. You see this beautiful 60s inspired dive watch. This is the Mido Ocean Star Tribute Gradient, it's called. They make this watch in this red dial and then in a gray dial. So if you don't like this more expressive, kind of aggressive red here, you can get it in other dial color variations. It is also a watch that comes in a lot of different variations. You see, you get different styles. You get the one with the blue dial, black dial, different materials and stuff like that, also different straps. So you can definitely find the right version for you if you want to look more into these Mido Ocean Star Tribute watches. So let's get the watch out of the box. Just show the hang tags really shortly here. Here you actually also have the reference number. If you're interested, you can pause the screen. Of course, also a manual. And I will actually show you my receipt, so you can see what I paid. I paid 759 euros. The suggested retail is actually 850 euros. So right off the bat, you actually can get it approximately 100 euros less expensive. So up and close with the watch, what I fell in love with was two things about this watch. Of course, this gradient red dial. It's called gradient because they actually make it more red. It's kind of a more subdued red. It's not a very strong, sharp red, more subdued, classy, kind of 70s, 60s red. And then they actually make the outer part here much more kind of almost black. So that's why they call it a gradient, because it's kind of has two colors. You see, it's also a really nice vintage inspired 60s look. These watches, these Mido Ocean Star Tribute watches, they are inspired by the 1960s, and I definitely got a very strong 60s and 70s vibe when I saw this watch. Usually I would have really been not looking at this watch, because when you look here at 3 o'clock, you actually get a day-date complication. I think it kind of usually breaks the symmetry, but because this watch is so much of a 60s and 70s inspired watch, I actually think it blends in really nicely, and I think it's definitely something very different from a lot of other dive watches, that you actually get the day-date complication here at 3 o'clock. For me, it does nothing bad. It's actually really nice design feature. So you also see we get hour markings all the way around and minute markings. Then we get very simple baton style hands which are high polished, filled with Lume, a kind of lollipop second hand, Mido automatic below 12 o'clock, and then just Ocean Star above 3 o'clock and below 3 o'clock, Swiss made. You see the distortion here. You would actually think that this crystal here is plastic, but it's not. It is actually sapphire crystal with AR treatment, and I think they made a perfect kind of distorted look. It really looks like it's some of these old plastic crystals here, but it is actually a very modern sapphire crystal, very much boxed, domed, you see here. Really, really nice. And that's also one of the things when I got this watch in my hand for the first time, I really fell in love with. Very easy to operate crown. Signed Mido. It is powered by the Powermatic 80 movement, but the day-date complication version. And why not just get into why I'm even much more in love with this watch now after I bought it. When you look at the screen, you see the accuracy and actually the healthiness of the movement with the amplitude. I got a perfect example of this watch with a perfect function, very accurate Powermatic 80 movement. It is 21,800 revolutions per hour, and you get 80 hours of power reserve, and you also get 80 hours of power reserve, which is a really good thing as well. So you get an aluminium bezel insert. I think that's the right choice. It's a vintage inspired watch. You don't want a ceramic insert on this watch because you want it actually over the years, and this is a watch I'm going to own for many years. I'm pretty sure about that. You want it to fade. You want to actually, when you wear it out in the sun for several years, it will start to fade and it will look really, really cool. 120 clicks. Lume pip here at 12 o'clock. When you have a little bit of sweat on your fingers or they're a little bit wet, it's almost impossible to turn because I actually think that the coin etching isn't made very well. They should have done more. It's very slippery. It's, you see, polished. So it's kind of hard to grip, but when you have dry fingers, it's no problem. It's stiff. You definitely have some resistance, but it's very secure. 120 clicks. Everything aligns. I will say that the bezel action of this watch is one of the weaker points. I would have preferred a little looser feel and definitely a better grip. You also see that it completely aligns with the case here, so you don't get any overhang from the bezel, which would actually make it easier to turn. So that's definitely something to consider. Then you see the case here, high polished case. Everything is polished except for the case back here. You see the sea star, the ocean star, all the different information. Easy removable spring bars on this nice tropical rubber strap. It's top quality. If you have ever tried, for example, a rubber strap from Oris, the Oris straps are better, but this is coming very close, and I think it's a perfect strap for this watch. Very easy to breathe, but you see on your screen now, it does actually, when it's hot, leave its marks on the skin. It's not painful or anything. It's simply just because when the skin swells beneath the strap here, you get these kind of patterns to your skin. You get 40.5 millimeters in diameter. Then you get 47 millimeters from lock tip to lock tip. And because this is of course a rubber strap, you don't get any male end parts here. So it wears very true to its lock to lock size or dimension of 47 millimeters. Then you get a very annoying 21 millimeters here. I think overall it fits the watch. 22 would have been too wide, maybe 20 would have been a little too narrow. And then you get 13.5 millimeters in thickness. So overall, really nice dimensions. Of course, also a lume shot. You see the super luminoma, it works nicely. I think it takes some time for this watch to actually charge. When you just put it in light, it's not very strong. A little bit weaker, it doesn't last as long. So the lume is a little bit disappointing. I'm not using lume very much, so it's not a big problem for me, but I would have preferred better lume on this watch. It is also maybe because you get these kind of printed on hour markings and they're kind of thin, so you don't actually apply a lot of lume to these hour markings. And here the ocean star is on my 17.5 centimeter wrist circumference. It wears perfectly. I think it's a perfect size. Really nice, very comfortable because of this strap. And even though it's actually 13.5 millimeters in thickness, it wears much thinner, I will say. If you have any quarrels regarding the thickness, if you maybe prefer a little bit thinner watches, I wouldn't be too concerned because it actually just wears thinner. And that's maybe because of the design. Also because a lot of the additional thickness is actually this domed sapphire crystal. When you just look at this angle, it definitely doesn't wear too thick. Very comfortable strap. I'm a huge fan of this combination and the strap. I think it's the perfect choice, as I said before. So overall, I think this is a really cool watch. It's a super option if you're looking for a kind of mid-tier, entry-level Swiss luxury dive watch, and you just get a very cool, different looking watch, and a brand you don't see too often, this Mido brand, although it is a very modern and also very historical brand owned by the Swatch group. So overall, I'm super excited, I'm super happy about this watch, also because it's so different to what else I have in my collection. Maybe they should have done something with the case, because it's just one type of finish. Maybe brush the locks here, it would just give you a little more kind of different finishes to the watch. Everything is just polished, which is a little bit strange for a 200 meter water resistant dive watch. So I hope you enjoyed the full review of this watch, which I can definitely recommend. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. leave a comment down in the description, subscribe to my channel, follow me on Instagram and Facebook. Thank you, bye.